Here are the tips for success on the ELA state exam. Here is a practice passage from 6th grade. The first step is to change the title into a question to read for a purpose. So the title here is The Weeping Willow Wedding Day. So I'm changing it into, well, what is going to happen on this wedding day? And I have another question. Why is it called Weeping Willow Wedding Day? And number 2 says preview the reading, look at text features such as pictures, captions, or footnotes. So I'm looking here, I see cast of characters, I see scene 1, I see the characters' names and then what they say. I also see in parentheses stage, it looks like stage directions or some kind of thing that each character does. So the text feature here is showing me that this is a play. Then number 3 says to check out the questions. So I'm going to turn to the questions now. And it says to underline keywords. So in number 1 it says read the stage direction, the last line of the play. Grandpa Singleton winks at Grandma Singleton as Tyrone walks past him. What does the stage direction most help a reader understand? So the key word here in this question is, what does the reader understand? Okay, so I'm going to highlight that, and it's the last line of the play, and they actually have that line. The second question is saying read Tyrone's speech in scene 1. So scene 1 is important. And it actually has what he says. Fun, I wish we could have some fun, but we can't do anything at all. Hardly even breathe. Grandma Singleton says if we get one spot on us, we'll be washing dishes for 100 guests by ourselves. And it says, what do Tyrone's words mostly help a reader understand? So again, these words help me understand what? Okay, so it's Tyrone speaking. Number 3. In the stage direction for scene 2, so that's the part I have to look at, which of these details is most important to the plot? So they want me to know about the plot. So it says the 100 guests, the outline grass stains, the wedding music playing loudly and clearly, or the wedding rings on a willow-covered pillow. And then number 4 is asking for another good title. So I'm going to highlight good title for the play. So those are my questions. So now number 4 says to mark the text for important paragraphs, lines, or words. So I'm going to go back, and I know scene 1 is important, and also in scene 2, that's important. So I'm going to mark the stage directions for scene 2. And scene 2 starts on this page. All right, so I'm going to mark that. And so now it says for number 5, if it's informational, look for signal words, look for who, what, where, when, why, and how. If it's fiction, look for the problem and solution. So if it's a play, I'm guessing that it's probably going to be fiction, so I'm going to be looking for the problem and solution. As I'm reading the play, if I find that I'm getting information about an event, then I might go back to look for who, what, where, when, why, how. Number 7 says read through the selection once to get the gist, then go back and reread to mark the text, underline and label. Okay, so that's the end of part 1 of tips for doing an ELA practice test.